Alright, let me tell everyone about AoE 4 that don't know about this game. Many of you are familiar with WC3 or Dota 2. Right, many of you are familiar with Dota 2. And this is an RTS as well, but the emphasis on macro is much greater. The emphasis on macro is much greater. Oh. So it's all about economy, this game. And a counter system that is rock, paper, scissors. So Spearman actually defeat horses, and horses are defeated by Spearman, and horses are defeated by Spearman. And spearmen are defeated by archers, and archers are defeated by horsemen, pretty much like that. So, okay, hold on. What is our Civ opponent? Delhi. All right. Delhi is our opponent. I'm gonna go for gold now. So basically, the neutrals in this game, they're all about. The neutrals in this game are sheep. The neutral resource are sheep. They provide food. And then there's gold, stone, and wood. Wood is in plenty abundance. Stone is precious and rare. And food is fairly easily producible, but there are high and low sources of food generation. So that is kind of the difference with that. Sheep are better than farms and berries. So everyone is trying to send scouts around to find sheep on the map early game. That's how that works. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then you also need to try and get information from your opponent. And there's 8 different civs, and they're fairly asymmetrically balanced. They all have their different strengths. Some are better aggressively, some are better defensively, so that's pretty cool. My favorite civ is the Chinese, and I play them all the time. I love playing the Chinese. I used to play all the civs, now I only play Chinese. Pretty much. So yeah, I want to show you guys after this game that there was a shift bug that has now been fixed. Thanks a lot for the sub. There was a shift bug that has been fixed, which is pretty poggers if you ask me. Poggers is a Twitch emote. You could call it a bug or a functionality. I guess the devs saw it more as a functionality, but I experienced it as a bug, and it's pretty cool that they actually went to go ahead and change it. So I'm opening with a fast wheelbarrow this game. I want to be a little aggressive, and I probably want to go for a second town center. How many sheep did I get? 14, 15, about 16, more than half. Maybe he only had the one scout. So this game is a game of scouting, of macro, of economy management, and then countering. It's really fun. So, how is the map for me? Where are the sacred sites? They're fairly spread out. I think they made some changes to how that works. He's going for a Tower of Victory, which I think is the new meta, pretty much. I'm gonna go for an Imperial Academy. Right. Right here, actually. 1, 2. Right here. Imperial Academy. Found one more sheep, so we're doing pretty good in the sheep department. Then we're gonna study his econ. We're also going to go for stone. Bring this sheep back. And we need a new house very, very soon. Very soon. So let's see what kind of A little bit supply blocked. Let's see what kind of aggression he's going for, what kind of units. We see the horsemen are gonna be coming out. We have enough gold now, actually. Enough gold for a bunch of imperial officials. Gonna go for stone and wood next. So horsemen are gonna be coming out, and then he has a blacksmith, so he's playing pretty slow. Okay, now we can make extra imperial officials. We can also get the broad axes upgrade. Maybe we'll get that after expanding, actually. Wait, broad axes cost food and gold, right? Yeah, we can get that now. What else? See. Horsemen are going to be chasing my scouts. I want to see if he's going for any of the sacred sites. So we'll keep our scouts nearby that. Can make another imperial official, and that's the end of our gold. Almost like I planned it, but I assure you I did not. Once I have enough wood, I can go make a second town center, which is very soon. 2 scouts coming. Where do we make this? On the deer here? If we make that fast enough, there should not be any trouble. Kill the deer around it. I'm gonna change colors to blue and red, which is clearer for me. That's 2 scouts. And there's another scout. Oh, wait a minute. He is going for... Is he? He is. Isn't he? Yes, he is. He is going for freaking professional scout technology, is he? I don't know what he's doing with all the scouts here. Oh, I just... Oh my god, I spin my camera a bit. Okay, so he is going for a sacred site now. Let's supervise the horseman production. And we'll go for some archers too. We'll go for lots of archers. Okay. We're still supervising food, good. We got horses here. He just took top, so... Getting lots of food. Need to start thinking about extra sources of food. Can put our scout on that sacred site. He's working on the next one already. He is gonna have out-upgraded me soon. Let's see how many units he has. He has 1 attack upgrade. Okay, we already took it back, so that's good. Okay, now we should make some barracks. He does have 2 sacred sites, and we're both making a lot of units. It's time to go for spears, by the way. We're both going for lots of units. And I need some more gold. It looks like he's already walled that off. Looks like a hard fight. I'm definitely gonna need more upgrades as well. We can also get a little bit of extra. I think a large part of it is just constantly upgrading and using the production I have. He did go for professional scouts. Looks like it's true what they said about it's a big feudal battle now. Hi. Looks like he's coming. Luckily we're making a bunch of towers. Chaos. Are the scholars gonna do it for him? Yeah. Scholars were insane. He killed a lot of villagers. Straight into towers. The question now is what happens next? Oh, he just saw this. Pretty low is horseman. Yeah. I don't think I can get enough numbers anymore. I think that's it. GG. Well played. I think there were definitely moments where I wasn't producing enough. I need to look at the villager numbers. I think I could go even... It's partially micro and it's partially macro, I think. He had the 2 sacred sites for a little too long as well. Probably start producing earlier. Let's check the villager count and see how we were at. We must have been higher on vills. Yeah, we were until we killed a lot. And then he reached tier 3 and he almost equalized villager count. And you keep in mind that he also had the sacred sites. So altogether, most likely he had 10% more resources and better unit production and upgrades because he started that early blacksmith and the blacksmith upgrades are free. And you know he's going to have all the eco upgrades for free eventually with Delhi, like minute 8 or 9. In return, I could have more momentum, but I think I didn't use it. So let's look at the total resources count in the economy. Almost same food. He had a bit more. I had more wood. I had more stone. He had more gold. So 1,000 more, 600 more, 1.5, 600 more. Yeah, almost the same resources. 600. This is 1,600, 1,000. Yeah, it's the same. We actually had the same amount of resources. Exact same amount of resources. But then he had the earlier upgrade for the horseman, and I would say he had more of a battle plan. So I think that was a really cool game. I enjoyed that a lot actually. Let's see how his infrastructure was. I never counterattacked him. Never made it difficult for him. Right? Never went with horsemen for his villagers on any of the expectable berry patches. I let him take the steer patch. Didn't wall or anything. And I went for 8 infrastructures for production, and he had only the 3, but they count as 6 because of the monks. And then I wasn't constantly producing and not upgraded for most of the army traits. And I think as soon as I took one bad army trait, I couldn't get the numbers up anymore. So, really fun game. I want to answer some questions about how the game works, because clearly I was not capable of doing so during the game. But first, I want to show you guys that something I lobbied for has been fixed, and I'm really excited about it because it just makes the game controls a lot better, especially as someone that has played other RTSs before and you're looking to roughly one-to-one copy some of your skill set. So check this out. And hopefully everyone can understand this. I have a video about this as well on Grubby AoE YouTube channel about why shift is not working properly for shift commands. But I'll try to make it as simple to understand as possible. I have this scout, and when I press A, it is an attack move. If I want the scout to attack move somewhere, I say A, left click. And you see the red circle, it means he will move there and do an attack move, right? If I right click, that is a blue circle. It is a movement command giving. Now what happens when I want to do 2 unit control moves? Right click, right? And then I want to go here. So I'm going to do right click, and then I will hold shift, and then I right click somewhere else. So what do you expect is the bishop move in chess. Right? This is shift queuing. Everybody knows this, right? And you see how my cursor looks like a normal cursor? An arrowhead? And nothing changes for the rest? It's normal, right? That's a knight. Oh, sorry, I don't know the terms in English. That's a knight. Okay, knight. Bishop, I can't. All right. So now check out the A click. If I do the same thing and I A click here, just pressing A and doing nothing else, it turns into a sword, which means it's ready to accept a command that will allow the scout to intercept enemy units and fight them on the way. It's a move. We know this, right? And when I then hold shift after it, it will do 2 A-click commands. And it means if it meets anyone, it will fight with them. Did you notice what happened when I took my hands off the keyboard? The cursor actually switched back to an arrowhead, which means it's ready to interpret new commands for me, which is how it should work and how it works in every game. Right, but they just patched this. In the previous patch, what happened is you would A-click, hold shift and A-click here, and then you take your hands off the keyboard, and it will take one more A-click command before you do anything else. So if I left-click on my town center, which would be select town center, it's gonna A-click there, and then it would release. I was holding the shift now, I had to show it. You understand the problem that there was? You would have to exit the remainder of the attack move Q command toggle by pressing escape. Which is dumb, because I already released shift. What else do you want from me? Well, they wanted a cancel command as well, and that was not good. It was a toggle. Basically, it did it one more time than you wanted it to, which I'm sure there are a lot of casual players that came over from Blizz RTS that didn't know why their units are constantly doing dumb things. And this is why. And it was not a bug. It was an intentional feature by the devs. They changed it at some point, made it worse. They didn't know. We explained it over and over until I finally made a very granular video about it. And they got feedback from the Muslim and me. And my video was very, very granular. Finally, they got it. And they fixed it last patch. So I'm super happy about it. I don't have experience in QA, no, suppontable, but AoE 4 made me an expert at QA.
You Grubby been away for
better and worse.
Hope you are doing fine as I am Grub Face.
So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I'm really happy that this has been fixed in the live patch. This is not a PUP change. This is already in the live patch of AoE 4. So I'm really happy about that. And that's all. And now you will see me lose to AI.